when Trump was in office the first time, uh, as you know, we had a roaring economy. We had a booming economy. Um, and he left office with an inflation rate of roughly 1.9%. In some accounts, it was 1.8, 1.6, even 1.5. Yeah, but typically, it was at 1.9% inflation rate. When Biden and Harris took office, when they took over, they essentially flipped those digits on their heads. And now the inflation rate was a 9.1%, 9.1 at its peak, at its height, which I believe was sometime around 2022, if I'm not mistaken. My point is this, folks. Where were they? Where was the media? Where were the pundits, the critics, the commentators, the so-called journalists? They're not. They opinionate. They opine. They offer commentary. They offer the news through their filter, through the network's filter, actually. But the point is, folks, where was the media back then when everything was up everywhere? And they were silent. It was crickets. They had virtually nothing to say. They were all but quiet. But they choose to speak up now. They choose to pipe up right now. We have been engaged in this armed conflict with Iran for maybe a week and a half. It's been about a minute. It's been maybe 10 days, possibly 11, but it hasn't been too long. And that's affected the price of oil, which in turn affects the price of gas. So gas prices everywhere across the country, unfortunately, have increased. They are seeing increases in those prices. So I get that, but they choose right now to complain about it. We've been in this conflict again for maybe a minute, and already they're complaining about the increased price of gas. But where were they in 2022? Where were they during the entire time that Biden and Harris were in office when everything was higher? Everything cost more. There was no relief anywhere. At least now we're seeing some relief. And we know once that big, beautiful bill, I guess, actually takes effect, it took them forever to pass it. But once it finally actually takes effect and starts to ripple down, trickle down, that's when we're really going to feel it. But the point is, folks, where was the outcry then? Where was the outrage then? Oh, no. It's just right now. It's just when during the past, 10 days, that gas prices have increased. So I just wanted to point out what I see, what I view as just the constant duplicity, the constant hypocrisy, just the double standard when it comes to all things, everything. Donald Trump.